Hello, radiant soul of Gemini. I invite you to pause, to set aside the noise of the day, and to let these words reach you not only with your mind, but with your spirit. You are a sign of air, of movement, of restless curiosity and conversation with the world. You carry the rare gift of dual vision. You see one side and then the other. You live in the paradox of light and shadow, and you weave stories between them. It is this gift that makes you adaptable, clever, and endlessly fascinating to others. Yet, Gemini, it is also this very gift that has drawn the attention of a shadow, a presence that moves close behind you, waiting for the moment to turn your strength into a vulnerability. I sense in your field an interference that is not accidental. It is deliberate, born of envy, crafted by someone who pretends to care, yet conceals another face. They have watched your words, your ideas, your ability to bring people together and to shine in spaces where others feel invisible. Rather than admire, they have turned their gaze into jealousy. They study you, they collect your secrets, and they turn your brilliance into whispers of doubt. This is the danger for Gemini. Your voice is your greatest power, but it can also become the easiest weapon for others to twist if you are not careful. You may have already noticed it: conversations that leave you drained, misunderstandings that spiral beyond logic, sudden tension in circles where harmony once lived. These are not coincidences, they are signs. The cards reveal this with striking clarity. The Tower appears, reminding you that what is false must fall, that illusions cannot last forever, that masks eventually slip. Alongside it lies the inverted Ten of Swords, a dagger that cuts quietly, a betrayal that is not screamed but whispered. Together, they paint a picture of someone near you weaving threads of interference, smiling to your face while scattering seeds of confusion behind your back. This is not fate punishing you, Gemini. This is the universe lifting the veil, showing you where you have trusted too easily, where your openness has left cracks for others to enter, and where your light must now be guarded. And yet, there is no need for fear. The shadow has only been able to walk this close because you have not yet chosen to look directly at it. Awareness is your shield, and the universe is urging you to see what your intuition has been whispering all along. You may feel restless at night, your thoughts turning over endlessly, as though trying to solve a puzzle that has no answer. You may feel sudden waves of doubt, questioning whether others truly understand or support you. These are not random emotions. They are the signals of your spirit, urging you to stop dismissing what you already know, that not everyone who listens to your words deserves to hold them. Gemini, this is the beginning of an awakening, not the end of your peace. You are being called to sharpen your perception, to protect the truth you carry, to recognize that your brilliance attracts both light and shadow. The universe reveals the danger now so that you may act, so that you may choose vigilance over complacency, clarity over illusion. And as we move forward, I will take you deeper into the subtle signs of betrayal already surrounding you, into the patterns of interference that seek to confuse you, and into the ways this energy touches your heart, your home, and even your body. Stay with me, Gemini. For what is rising is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to awaken you to the power of your own truth. Gemini, now that the shadow has been named, let us step closer into its movements. For betrayal rarely arrives with thunder or lightning. It enters softly, quietly, like a whisper in a crowded room, like a thread pulled from the fabric of your life until you notice the entire cloth beginning to unravel. You may have already seen its fingerprints in your daily world plans that fall apart without logic, conversations that leave you uneasy, friends who repeat your words out of context until they no longer sound like your own. These are not random accidents. They are signs that someone is weaving confusion around you, using your own brilliance as the thread. Your gift, Gemini, has always been your voice, your ability to connect ideas, to bridge people, to hold two truths at once and speak them with clarity. But the shadow knows this, and so it seeks to turn your voice against you. Rumors disguised as concern, half-truths spoken with a smile. Subtle comments that seem harmless but plant doubt in the minds of others, these are the tactics at play. You may sense it in the way others hesitate around you, the way conversations shift when you enter the room, the way your words are twisted into shapes you never intended. The betrayal is not always direct, but its presence is unmistakable once you learn to listen. And it is not only through words that this interference comes. It shows itself in strange obstacles, delays where there should be ease, doors that seem to close just as you are about to walk through them. This is no coincidence. Someone is using knowledge of your plans you may have shared openly in trust to block your path. They do not strike with open hostility, for that would reveal their hand. Instead, they nudge events just enough so that progress feels impossible, so that you begin to question yourself. This is the cunning of envy. It does not destroy in one blow. It erodes slowly, convincing you that you are the one failing when in truth, you are being interfered with. Even your body has begun to register the weight of this. Conversations that leave you exhausted, sleepless nights where your mind replays words again and again, headaches that seem to bloom after time spent with certain people. These are not mere stress. They are signals that your field is being pierced, that someone is drawing from your life force. The shadow knows that if your clarity is weakened, your greatest gift, your ability to see and to speak truth, will falter. And so it tries to confuse your mind, to make you doubt your instincts, to turn your voice into something you can no longer trust. But, Gemini, awareness is already breaking the spell. By naming these signs for what they are, you step into power. Betrayal only thrives when it is unseen. Once you shine your light upon it, its grip begins to loosen. The half-truths become obvious lies. The subtle interference becomes clear sabotage. The fatigue transforms into recognition that you must protect yourself. The universe does not reveal these things to frighten you, but to empower you. For now, you see what is real, and no illusion can hold you once you have seen its shape. And yet, the shadow does not stop here. Its reach extends further into the spaces most sacred to you, into your home, your relationships, your very body. These are the places where its impact can wound most deeply, for they are the foundation upon which your spirit rests. And this, Gemini, is where we must turn next, into the ways this interference is seeking to disturb your love, your family, and your health. Gemini, as we move deeper into this revelation, the truth becomes heavier. For the shadow does not limit itself to your work or your voice. It stretches its reach into the very spaces where you should feel most safe, your home, your love, and the vessel of your body itself. And here is the danger: when betrayal comes from the outside world, you can deflect it. But when it slips into your sanctuary, it unsettles your very sense of belonging. This is the game the shadow is playing. Not to strike you where you are strong, but to wound you where you are tender. At home, you may have noticed a tension that seems to arise without cause. Conversations that once flowed with ease suddenly twist into arguments. Loved ones appear distracted or distant, and the warmth of your space feels dimmed by something unseen. Gemini, this is not because your family or partner has turned against you. It is because the energy directed at you ripples outward into the ones closest to you. The shadow is cunning. It knows your heart is deeply tied to those you love. so it aims to disturb the bonds that hold you steady. What should feel like refuge becomes restless, and you begin to wonder if perhaps the safety you trusted is slipping away. Your relationships, too, are being touched. You may feel sudden doubts about loyalty, suspicions that sprout from nowhere, or confusion in matters of love that once felt clear. This is the influence of interference, a subtle attempt to make you question trust itself. And when Gemini begins to doubt, when your mind turns over possibilities endlessly, the illusion becomes more powerful than the truth. This is what the shadow wants to scatter your heart the way it tries to scatter your mind. To convince you that love is fragile, that connection is unstable, and that your bonds cannot hold. But these are lies. True love, true loyalty, cannot be broken by whispers. It only weakens when you let the whispers take root. And then, Gemini, there is the body, the sacred temple of your spirit, the place where truth speaks most clearly. You may find your sleep restless, your dreams unsettled, leaving you more weary than when you lay down. You may feel headaches that bloom without cause, waves of anxiety that do not match the moment, or a fatigue that no rest seems to heal. These are not signs of weakness. They are signals that your energy field is under attack. Your body, wise and intuitive, is telling you what your mind tries to rationalize away, that something unseen is pulling at you, attempting to drain your vitality, to weaken your defenses so that doubt and fear can slip in more easily. This is the cruelest tactic of envy. It does not simply wish to harm you in the external world. It wishes to make you question yourself, to turn your sanctuary into a battlefield, to leave you so tired that you no longer resist. And yet, Gemini, even here, the universe offers a gift. These disruptions are not meant to break you, they are meant to wake you. They show you where your boundaries have been left unguarded, where you have trusted too openly, where you have allowed others into spaces that should remain sacred. You are being called now to protect your home, to cleanse your energy, to guard your body as fiercely as you guard your dreams. And this leads us to what comes next. Gemini, the recognition that what you are experiencing now is not only about the present, it is the opening of a turning point, a moment where your choices ripple into years to come. What you decide now, how you protect yourself now, will shape the destiny that lies ahead. And so we must walk into part 4, the turning point of destiny. Gemini, what you are living through right now is not simply a season of discomfort, nor is it only about envy, rumors, or subtle betrayals. What surrounds you at this moment is far greater. It is a fated threshold, a turning point that will shape the path ahead for years to come. The universe is pressing you with urgency, not to frighten you, but because it knows that the decisions you make now will echo into your future like ripples across water. You are not standing at an ordinary crossroad. You are standing at a point of destiny where the wheel itself is shifting beneath your feet. The wheel of fortune rises strongly in your field, reminding you that fate is not fixed. It bends to awareness, to choice, to the clarity of your spirit. If you ignore the whispers, if you dismiss the signs, if you continue to hand your trust to those who twist it, then the wheel will tilt downward, pulling you into a cycle of repeated betrayals, scattered energy, and opportunities lost just as they reach your grasp. But if you awaken now, if you guard your heart, protect your voice, and act with discernment, the wheel turns upward, lifting you into a new cycle of clarity, abundance, and relationships rooted in truth. This is the difference between being carried by illusion and stepping into conscious creation of your life. The shadow wants you to believe that you are powerless, that destiny is being written by others, that your voice can be stolen and your truth silenced. But this is the greatest illusion of all. Gemini, you are a child of Mercury, born to speak, to connect, to carry the spark of ideas that move the world. No shadow can take this from you unless you surrender it. What is being revealed now is not punishment. It is a sacred reminder that your power lies in your awareness. And that once you see the truth, no mask can fool you. No betrayal can bind you. No illusion can last. This moment is urgent. Because it is rare. Windows like this do not open often. The choices you make now will decide not only how this cycle ends, but how the next 7 years of your life unfold. Will you walk blindly into a labyrinth of other people's manipulations? Or will you step with clear vision into a timeline where your truth cannot be twisted? The universe waits for your answer, and it leans close with the reminder that you have everything you need to choose wisely. And so, Gemini, as we prepare to step into the final part of this message, know this: the shadow does not have the final word. You do. The betrayal does not write your destiny. You do. What rises now is not meant to break you, but to refine you, to awaken you, to call you into the strength of your own duality where light and shadow exist together. But it is always the light you choose to follow. Next, we move into the final closing message, where the universe speaks directly to your soul and reminds you of the protection, the clarity, and the rebirth that await when you claim your power fully. Gemini, as we arrive at the end of this message, I want you to understand that nothing revealed here was meant to frighten you. Every shadow that has crossed your path, every whisper that has twisted your words, every restless night where your mind replayed the fragments of betrayal, these are not signs of your weakness, but of your awakening. The universe has pulled back the curtain not to show you doom, but to remind you that you have always been a child of air, born to rise, to shift, to move freely no matter how heavy the chains of illusion may appear. You are being invited now into a rebirth of your own truth. The interference you have felt in your home, in your love, in your health, and in your very voice was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to remind you that your greatest gift must also be your greatest guarded treasure. Your words are sacred, Gemini. They are spells. They are bridges. They are light carried into the darkness. And when you remember this, when you refuse to let envy twist your voice or betrayal silence your heart, you step into a power that no shadow can reach. This turning point, this window of destiny, is yours to claim. The universe places before you two paths, one where you dismiss the signs and continue to scatter your energy into hands that do not deserve it, and one where you stand firm, guard your truth, and allow only those who honor your spirit to remain close. The second path is the path of clarity, of prosperity, of love that cannot be shaken by rumor or doubt. The first path leads only to repetition. The choice belongs to you, Gemini, and the time to choose is now. So speak it, claim it, breathe it into being. My voice is protected. My heart is steady. My destiny is clear. Let these words anchor into your soul like roots into the earth, unshakable, unmovable, eternal. For once you declare this truth, the shadow dissolves, the illusions fall away, and your future opens with light. Gemini, this is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where no betrayal can silence you. No envy can bind you. No illusion can steal your vision. The universe is asking you now to rise, to guard the brilliance that is uniquely yours, and to trust that the path ahead will unfold in alignment with the truth you carry. This is your rebirth, your protection, your moment of destiny. Step into it fully and know that you are safe. You are strong. And you are free